Hey, welcome back to Catch and Dinner. I'm Allison. Stefan is with me, he's behind the camera, and today we are sharing with you one of our favorite things to do with our frozen leftover goose from last season. It's mid-November, it's goose season right now. We're hopefully about to harvest some fresh goose, so we want to use up our store, and we love this recipe. We don't really buy too much deli meats, and we're always looking for something yummy for lunch. And this is just the perfect thing to do for lunch. We're making barbecue goose sandwiches. So I'm going to show you how we do it. We have 5 nice goose breasts right here. We have some chopped up garlic and some sliced onion. This is just a bouillon. It's 8 cups of, you can use any kind of bouillon you want. This is vegetable bouillon. And then we're going to put them on some nice onion rolls. Toppings are going to be some sliced sharp cheddar cheese, some tamed jalapenos, and we're going to crock pot that goose and shred it up and mix it with this nice sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm going to show you all the steps, so stick around. Alright, just another ingredient that I forgot to mention a second ago is oil. We're going to be sauteing, browning our onions and our garlic, so we definitely need some oil. We got our pan nice and hot. I'm just going to pour the oil in. A couple tablespoons will do. And then we're just going to brown this nice garlic and onions for a few minutes. Alright, when your onion and your garlic just starts to brown but aren't fully softened, that's when you want to add your goose. So we're just going to throw our goose breast down in there with the onion and the garlic. Now what we're doing here is we're just basically searing those goose breasts. We are not fully cooking them. We're just getting a nice brown coat on both sides and they're coming right out. Alright, they're ready. So all I'm doing now is transferring the goose breasts as well as all the onion and the garlic into my crock pot. I'm doing it in the Instant Pot pressure cooker, but there is a slow cooker setting, and I'm going to be using the slow cooker setting. So any crock pot that you have will do. If you have the Instant Pot, I love it. It works great. So many different things that you can do with it. Okay, so now that you have your breasts transferred into your crock pot, we're just going to pour our bouillon into the pot. You only need enough bouillon to cover the breast, but after this thing cooks, the broth is so good, it makes a phenomenal soup. So I always use a little bit extra broth to maximize my soup that I can make afterwards. So you can have too little broth if it's not fully covered, but you can't have too much broth. So I always err on the side of more. So now you can see that the breasts are in there, they're nice and seared. The onion and the garlic are in there. So now that we have our breast covered with our stock, the next step is to add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce for flavoring. Worcestershire. Mix that up just a little bit. And it's ready to go. We're just going to cover it up. We're going to set our slow cooker to high, and we're going to check it in about 6 hours. So simple as that. I mean, this is not a difficult recipe. It's so easy, and wait till you see how delicious these sandwiches are. So we have it set on slow cook for 6 hours. And that's on high, and that's generally what it takes. But if you want, you can always check it after 5 hours just to make sure Basically what you're looking for is for the goose to be nice and tender and be able to fall apart. You want to be able to shred it easily. So we'll check it in 5. We'll see how it's doing. And it's probably going to take closer to 6, maybe a little more. Every batch can be a little bit different. So we will check back with you in about 5 or 6 hours and we'll see how our goose is doing. All right, it's been about 5.5 hours, so we're going to check and we're going to see how the goose is looking. And hopefully it's going to be done.
Sure smells good.
Yeah, it smells delicious. Let me grab one, check and see.
Yeah, I mean, the real test is
so
when you pull it apart.
If it pulls apart, oh yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's nice and soft. I mean, I'm barely using any pressure at all.
Look at that.
And look at how this meat just falls apart.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's how you know it's ready. If you put it in, your fork in, and it feels stiff at all, and it doesn't just easily break apart, you need more time. These are perfect.
Yep. Wow, can't wait.
Perfect. Moist, tender, juicy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna, I have 5 breasts. I just did this one. I'm gonna do the other 4, and I'm gonna show you the next step.
Yeah.
Look at this.
So it should be.
Look at how it just pulls apart. I mean,
And
look
it's
at
pulled
this.
goose. What's in the name?
It's been a while since we made our pulled goose recipe. This is one of our favorite recipes of all time. I mean, we just absolutely
No fat.
adore it.
I mean, look at that. No fat, super healthy.
Yeah,
And
you cannot go wrong with a pulled goose barbecue sandwich.
that's for sure.
Look at that. I mean, look at that meat.
Yeah.
I wish you could smell it. It smells fantastic. And we got 3 more to go. Well, we finished processing all of our goose. And there it is.
Yummy, yummy.
And now, like I said, we're making barbecue pulled goose. So I got Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce right here. And we're just gonna mix some of that in. Make it soupy, but not too soupy. Man, oh man. It's been a while since we've had this recipe and can't wait to try it.
Here it is. All right. See what we got here. Phenomenal. What I really like, you know, pulled pork, you could have like all that fat. Sometimes you hit a chunk of just pure fat. But with this, it's tasty, but it's healthy. Pure meat. And very tasty. Can't go wrong. This recipe, I can't imagine anybody not liking it. I mean, it'd be impossible. Sweet potato fries, next best thing next to it.
Well, we've talked to a lot of people who say that they don't even hunt goose anymore because they couldn't figure out a great way of cooking it. So I guess they baked it and it ends up being really dry. But when you put it in the crock pot and you submerge it in that broth and you slow cook it for 6 hours and you douse it with barbecue sauce and you make a pulled pork sandwich like this, I promise that goose is not going to be dry. It is delicious, it's tasty, it's healthy, there's no fat, it's really enjoyable. So get that goose out of your freezer, put it in a crock pot, make this recipe, and then leave us a comment below and let us know how you liked it. And we're really glad that you found our channel. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode. We will see you again on another video where maybe we'll be out catching the dinner. We do a lot of catch clean cooks. This time we were just cooking, but check out our channel, check out some of the other videos. We have a lot of cool hunts and a lot of other great recipes. So we're gonna go enjoy this meal, and we will see you next time on Catchin' Dinner.